David Moore is one of the most anonymous players in the NFL. There's very little talk and information about him online. I mean, look at his Wikipedia page. You don't even have to scroll. However, he shouldn't be such an under-the-radar name. He's a top 3 wide receiver for one of the best teams and best receiving corps in the NFL. This is the story of David Moore. Hailing from Gainesville, Texas, David Moore was not exactly a highly coveted high school recruit. He was a 0-star recruit that didn't receive any FBS scholarship offers. I mean, he didn't even have a real 247 sports profile page. So, when it came time to go to college, David Moore ended up attending Division II East Central University, which is in Ada, Oklahoma. Not exactly a traditional college football power, but Moore made the most of his opportunity. He had a very storied career with the ECU Tigers, including a final season that saw him rack up over 1,000 receiving yards and 13 touchdowns. The combination of impressive size, very good athletic testing numbers, and strong college production all made David Moore a real NFL draft prospect. Ultimately, he was selected in the 7th round of the 2017 NFL Draft by the Seattle Seahawks. Yet, he was not an immediate success in Seattle. He didn't make the team out of camp and spent most of his rookie year in the practice squad. It wasn't until week 4 of the 2018 season that Moore finally recorded his first career NFL catch, and it turned out to be a sign of things to come. Moore emerged as a legit receiving option for the Seahawks in 2018 and finished the year with 25 catches for nearly 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. Moore continued his solid play into 2019 as he finished with 17 receptions for 301 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns, and he's already off to a career best start in 2020. At the time of recording, Moore already has 10 catches and 2 touchdowns through only 4 games, and his stellar play is being noticed by his teammates and the media. Russell Wilson recently just said that he thought Moore could end up being one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. ESPN analyst Mina Kimes also expressed her fondness of Moore's talent. Yet the question must be asked, what makes Moore so intriguing as a player? Let's take a look. When analyzing Moore, one must start with his size. He's somewhere between 6 feet and 6'1" in height and comes in at about 215 pounds. He's prototypical wide receiver size, all in a very strongly put together body. In addition to his physicality and strong frame, Moore is also pretty quick. His pro day saw him run a 40-yard dash in about 4.4 seconds. He's got impressive straight line speed and is fairly quick and agile as well. Still, athletic characteristics are good, but it takes more than that to be a high-level NFL wide receiver, and Moore is actually pretty well-rounded. Now, he's certainly not a perfect wide receiver. He's not an elite route runner, doesn't have the best hands, and isn't super reliable from a down-to-down receiving perspective. However, what David Moore is a fantastic deep ball receiver and tough catcher. He has made it a habit for him to haul in some absurdly difficult passes. Downfield and in the red zone, defense must put a special amount of attention on Moore, considering how good he can be in those areas. He's honestly the king of the circus catch and toe tap. But what makes Moore even more interesting is the situation that he's in. Playing with the Seattle Seahawks is the perfect fit for him. Not only are they a consistently good team and a great organization, but their QB loves wideouts exactly like David Moore. Russell Wilson is a tremendous downfield passer that absolutely loves throwing deep balls. And hey, what do you know? David Moore is really good at catching deep balls. Seattle already has their top 2 wideouts set, and they're really good. DK Metcalf is already playing like a top 10 receiver in the league, and Tyler Lockett is a perennially underrated Pro Bowl caliber player. So Seattle doesn't need anything crazy from their number 3 receiver. What they need is a high upside option that can come up with clutch catches and big plays. David Moore is exactly that guy. And he can still improve quite a bit. David Moore is still a young player that's not too far removed from playing at the Division II level. Moore is a player to keep tabs on and bookmark for the future, as he's already an exciting player now, but could turn into someone special. And that'll do it for this one. Share the video with your friends and feel free to subscribe to the channel. Comment, who is your favorite wide receiver in the NFL? Finally, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.